Hi, I'm Ciel, and today we're gonna discuss journaling and why you should be keeping a physical journal instead of a digital one. I've been journaling for 10 years, both digitally and on paper, and I think it is more important now than ever to start analog journaling. If you're sick of the hostile digital space where your attention is a currency and your rage is a default state, writing and journaling offers a space where you can be at peace. Ever since writing on paper became a constant in my life, I start to have more free time that otherwise would have been spent doom scrolling. My attention grows, giving more space for activities that isn't just fun but also really fulfilling. If you're keen to see what it's like to be content instead of consumed, stick around, I'll show you. Guys, I love my journal. I'm really excited to talk about this today, and I hope you'd give me the privilege to ramble a bit as to why. First of all, having a physical journal is like being told that you have all the time and space in the world to gather your thoughts. You can pause mid-sentence and make mistakes. There won't be a black bar blinking while you think or an imaginary red line telling you this is a mistake. Fix it now. There are no pop-ups selling ways to improve what you have to say, how to sound more confident, more intelligent. Because on paper, you can learn to actually be confident, be intelligent. It allows you to be who you are, to wield your voice as is and hone it in your own ways, at your own pace. Secondly, writing on paper reminds us that we are free. See, you can write slanted, skip spaces, doodle mid-sentence without needing to click or switch or scroll. There is nothing holding you back from drawing. No limitations of only having a keyboard, or the software does not support this function. On paper, writing and drawing can coexist in the same space. You can dictate how you want to write and where you want to write. You don't need to sit in a place with a PowerPoint. You don't need to avoid the sun because the glare makes the screen hard to read. And you can sit anywhere, anytime, with a book and a pen in your hand. The world is your oyster. Thirdly, journaling teaches you that your words mean something, that your thoughts and feelings matters, and you don't need the world to validate it for you. Because by existing on the page, it is already valid. You don't need some comment to tell you you're right, or thousands of likes to confirm your belief. You don't need to perform. You don't need to be more than who you are. And at the same time, you can be whoever you want to be. Again, your thoughts matters, and you don't have to be loud to show it. It will show itself in conversations and in the safety and confidence that you have in yourself. See, I was there when Notion came out, and I kept everything in that software. Like my planner, my diary, commonplace, the links to everything, quotes, and even like full-on essays, travel plans, book reviews, right? And I made it beautiful. I enjoyed spending the time to look for the perfect gift, to look for the perfect PNG. And I feel like I truly did enjoy my time in that space of theirs. But one day I lost my account. And you might be thinking, oh, so that's why you hate digital things. And I'm like, no, actually no. Because the funny thing is, I wasn't distraught about it. It wasn't the end of the world for me. It held like 4 years worth of life in a sense. But at the same time, losing them didn't really make me feel sad or feel like I've lost something truly important. The same could not be said with my current journal. If I lose this baby right now or like at some time in the future, I think I would just like cry. I would just cry. I would actually be really sad. I think the difference might be with the sort of information, quote-unquote information, that I kept in these things. So Notion versus my journal. In Notion, I used to hoard information. I would gather everything. And in that process, I would lose sight of what is actually important. But with paper, I can't just copy paste an entire essay. I have to select which paragraphs, which sentence actually resonates with me, because I'm gonna handwrite everything, right? And in that selection process, I'm subconsciously asking myself, what matters? Why does it matter to me? And so what I actually put down on the journal are the select few pieces of glass that would paint the mosaic of who I am at that point in time. Honestly, I would recommend anyone to try journaling, though it would help to consider it as an experiment, especially if you're unsure of what would work for you. And actually, yeah, you are supposed to be clueless, because you're about to set out on the journey to find out what you like, what you don't like, and remember, you have the agency to choose what works for you. Follow your gut. Right? And I think another tip that would be very, very helpful is to not have any expectations. Don't look at something on Pinterest or someone's journal on Instagram and be like, oh, I gotta be like that. Or you look at my journal and like, oh, I gotta be like that so that it's useful. No, you need to figure out your own way. My current system is something that organically shape itself as I take bits and pieces that work and ditch the ones that doesn't. I think having this agency and critical thinking to think for yourself is really important, and this is really something that in the process of journaling you can find for yourself. Finally, I want to add that if you do find solace and enjoy the process of journaling and writing digitally, this essay is not to invalidate you of your experience. Ultimately, I'm speaking from my own experience, and each one of us can have different conclusions and beliefs, and that is a-okay, right? I think we all can do with a bit of a reminder for that. Especially because the internet nowadays really love to divide people. But really guys, peace and love. And if you enjoy my videos and my essays, I ask you to be kind, to stay kind. It is lovely to have a community full of supportive and kind people, and I am honored to have you coming back for me each month. Hey guys, welcome to the postscript. Thank you so much for watching the video up to this point, and if you're sticking around for the postscript, thank you so much. I literally want to thank every single one of you guys because we are so close to 50k subs. Yeah. And as always, thank you so much for my patrons, every single people that commissioned me. If you're watching my video, thank you so much. It means the world. And recently I've been really getting into writing. Thankfully through the newsletter, it motivates me to kind of build this writing habit, and I feel like I'm at a position where I'm having fun writing essays, I'm having fun writing the newsletter, and I wanna branch out, wanna start writing short stories, so fiction stuff, and also extend the lore for our beloved child, him. I really want to explore the lore of him and him's world. So yeah, I will be cooking in the kitchen. Thank you again for watching the video. Thank you again for all of your support, and I hope to see you around in the live streams. Yeah. Alright, take care everyone. I'll see you next moon, or I will see you around in the live streams. Thank you so much guys. Bye!